Barbados, get up.
Good morning Barbados, good morning to you. Good morning, 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 morning. Good morning to you. Good morning Barbados, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning Barbados, good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Good morning to you and welcome to today. Today is Wednesday, by the way, the 30th of July, 2025. We are almost to the end of July, and who would have thought that time goes by so quickly, so swiftly, that we need to make the best of every second that we have the honor to be able to enjoy. So don't squander the opportunities given to you moment by moment, day by day, life by life, to make a difference to someone. And if you do so, you'll find your life itself becomes a whole lot more meaningful. So good morning to everyone. I'm Pearson Bowen. So wonderful having you company. Thank you for waking up to join us on CBC TV8. But most of all, for those of you on our streams who've taken an extra effort to do so, thank you as well. If you're watching us on our streams on YouTube, Facebook, or our website, cbc.bb, it is good to have you there. Share the show. Tell someone else about us. Bring them along to engage in what we do Monday to Friday from 6 till 8 o'clock each weekday morning indeed. So good having you company. Talk to yourselves, but talk to us as well. We love to hear back from you. Also, if you know of something or someone whose story you think we need to tell us about it. And you can do so via email. Email address is on your screen. It's morninbarbados@cbc.bb. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And to those of you who already do so, we say thank you. To those of you who are pondering whether or not you should, we say yes, you should. Send us the email. Who knows where it will take us. So do continue to stay in contact with us via email, morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Now, coming up today, we will tell you a little bit more about the Unsung Heroes as launched by CBC Caribbean. We're looking forward to you identifying others within your community who are doing acts of selflessness and really making a change in the spaces they occupy. We'll tell you how you can do so. We'll remind you of the deadline, and we'll tell you more about what you or those people who you nominate stand to win. So stay with us. We'll talk to you a little bit more about that in just a moment. Mind your mind. We've been talking about this for us, it feels like forever. And so Mind Your Mind has another public consultation, another forum in which you can engage this evening. But ahead of that, we want to recap all of those notes we've been asking you to read so that you are informed and you can bring your balance to the discussion this evening at 6 o'clock. We'll tell you more in a moment. This morning, when we talk HR with Hermab, we want to look at redefining HR, the role of HR as it relates in the context of non-communicable diseases. If you're an HR practitioner, I know you're asking, what I got to do with me? That's their problem, but it could also be yours. We want to take a look at that this morning when we talk HR with Hermab. He recently celebrated 33 years of ordination, and now he is the new bishop of the Moravian Church of the Caribbean. Who is he? He's a Barbadian. We'll introduce you to him this morning. We'll get to know his pastoral mission. Now he takes up his position as Bishop of the Moravian Church. And tonight, Kensington Oval for Rise. We will be sitting this morning with the organizers. We'll also be sitting with the Queen of Soca in the Caribbean, as you know, Alison Hines, and also the Savannah Grassman Kess will be dropping by then. A whole lot more straight ahead. But let's get started this morning by getting your brain ticking. Your turn now. Good morning to Anthony Smith, by the way, from the 718. He's saying good morning to the 246. We flip it back at you. Nydia Trim, good morning to you. Blessed good morning as well. Get ready to call me, by the way, folks. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Good morning, Auntie Faye. She says hello to everyone. She's wishing you a wonderful today. It is a beautiful Wednesday, isn't it? It rained. Oh, did it rain? And you know how much I love it to rain. So it's been a good morning so far. Slender Glenda, how are you doing? She's saying good morning to everyone today, and we wish you the very best as well. And belated birthday greetings to you, Slender. Hope you had a lovely birthday when you celebrated indeed. So, ready to call? Get ready, because it's unscramble time. Unscramble time. So this is where you use the magic of your eyes and your brain to tell me what you see once you reorder the letters that we've scrambled. So are you ready for this one? Here we go. Here's the first word if we can, but get ready to call me. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Look at your screen. Look. Unscramble that. What word do you think you can make when you reorder those letters on your screen? What word is it? It is as straightforward as you see it. Because me, as ignorant as I am, I looked at it and I saw a word immediately. What did you see? 228-5562 or 228-5563. What is this word that is all scrambled? When you unscramble it, what do you get? What do you get? 228-5562 or 228-5563. Call me NOW. Don't forget, coming up on the 1st of August, there's the big Emancipation Celebration. It's going to be spectacular this year. But we have a call. Good morning. Hello.
Ma'am.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How do you do?
I'm well, thanks. And you?
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm well as well. Thank you for asking.
I'm
Who
glad
is
to
this
hear that.
calling?
Carrie.
Hello, Carrie. You're doing so. Is it raining where you are?
It was a while ago, but it stopped for now.
You wish it would again, right?
Yeah, I love the rain.
Here's your brother to a T. Love it bad, bad, bad. And so, what's your answer for me? What word do you see?
Seaweed.
That is all you see?
Seaweed.
Is that the only thing you see?
For now.
For now. So, if you take a little more time, do you think you can find another word in there?
I never know.
Doesn't it look like educate?
No.
Just teasing you, Carrie. You're absolutely right. It is seaweed. Well done. Thank you. Have a good day, okay?
You too.
Thank you so much. Flip those words. Let's give them another word. Let's give them another word. Ah, this one is easy too. This looks like actually like a sweet. 228-5562, 228-5563. We have a new word on the screen. A new word on the screen. Take a look now and see if you can figure this one out. These are different letters to a different word. So 228-5562 or 228-5563. What word can we make when we unscramble these letters you have on your screen right now? 228-5562 or 228-5563. I was saying to you that on Emancipation Day, they're using the 4 arteries that lead into the statue of Bussa, the Right Excellent Bussa. So there are going to be cars, motorcyclists, other people, dancers. It's going to be spectacular. Don't miss it. August 1st. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning. How are you, Pearson?
Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. And then once the rain is falling, bless it. I love it.
You love it too?
I love it too.
Jeez, Albert, where are you?
I am in St. Philip, darling.
All right. Oh, dear. Sweet words in the morning, girl. Don't ask to be here.
All right. Listen, is the word seaweed?
This is Joanne?
No, this is Sheila.
Sorry, Sheila?
Yes, darling.
You're watching on MCTV? No.
No.
Are you watching on Channel 8 only? No.
Yes, Pearson.
No. Hold on. Do you have an antenna? No.
No.
Correct. See, I'm reading you so far as no. Because
No.
what you're telling me now is gone already. In other words, you are using another service provider that has your little delayed. Okay?
Okay.
But thank you for calling though, Sheila, all right?
Okay, you have a pleasant day.
Likewise to you. Thank you so much,
Okay.
darling.
Okay, bye-bye.
228-5562 or 228-5563. What word is it now that you see on your screen? That's why you see you need to have MCTV. You are ahead of everybody else. Literally ahead of everyone else. 228-5562 or 228-5563. So unscramble these letters and tell me what you see. What word can we make with these letters? It's a really, really easy word. It is a lovely word. It's an easy word indeed. So Sheila's having rain in St. Philip. I know that Kerry's having rain where she is. And so what about you? Is it raining where you are? If it is raining where you are, there are blessings, showers of blessings indeed. You know what bothers me sometimes is all the brown around, but it's very, very dry. Love to see it lush and green. That makes a tremendous difference to my feeling. 228-5562 or 63. Morning.
Good morning, Pearson.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I am well. Is this Villy?
Monica.
Monica, what become of you?
I'm still here. Justice can't get to some mornings.
Is that your excuse?
Everybody trying to beat me for the morning to work.
And they're beating you this morning to
Of
it.
course.
Well, I haven't heard you in so long.
I am still here, though.
As the old people would ask, how's life, girl?
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah, some pains now, damn, but you know.
Ace of Pains means that you're alive.
Yes.
Yeah,
Once
so you have to
I'm
be
60
thankful for
above,
that.
I'm all good.
Good. Is it raining as well?
It was.
It was.
Yeah, but it's not raining now.
Do you also like the rainy weather?
Of course, I can't bear this heat. I can't take this heat, Pearson. Yes, it was all this heat, and it was complaining so by so large.
Oh dear, oh dear. So you don't have a. You don't, what do you use? A fan?
Yeah, I knew the fan for now.
Have you
I
considered?
don't like the AC that much. I don't like the AC.
Oh, you don't like the AC. Okay.
I don't.
And do you live in a built-up area where everybody's all around you? You don't really have a lot of movement.
I have a
of air?
big pasture behind me, but in front of me is houses, and the wind is blowing coming through the pasture. But
Right, so go in the back.
yeah, I go on my patio, go sit on my patio sometimes.
Don't tell me too much about your house. People are hearing.
I don't bother about that. It's up to them to get one.
Monica, you're so yes, girl. So, okay, Monica, what do you see? What's that word?
I see hurricane.
I don't see hurricane. What do you see?
I see hurricane. I don't care if you tell me. We're not here with me, but it was raining, but I know it's a hurricane.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, please.
All right, Monica, let me see. Are you right? Monica, you're
Yeah,
right.
right. Yes,
Don't put on the phone.
Right.
Don't put on the phone, Monica. Don't put down. Because you think yourself a genius. I have to stump you this
I
morning.
am not a genius.
You
Pearson.
think yourself a genius.
I am not a genius.
You're
I just
challenging
know
me?
some.
You're challenging me, Monica?
I just know some. I don't have to know all.
All right, Sister Art. Can I do something else with Monica, if you don't mind, production crew? So I know we have that on the screen. Right, Monica, while you're here
Yes?
with me, what can you put between 4 and 5?
What?
Listen
What?
again, listen. You ready to talk, but you're not listening to me, Monica? What can you put between 4 and 5 that the result is more than 4 but less than 5?
What can I put between 4
Between 4 and 5, so that the result
between
is
4 and 5?
more than 4 and less than 5. That's the result.
What can I put between 4 and 5? That result is what?
That the result is more than 4 but less than 5.
What can I put between 4 and 5? 4 and 5. That result is less than 5?
Monica, you want to be dumb as a doornail this morning? Don't do that to me.
No, I think it's dumb like a doornail. You're telling me so, so what you saw.
It must be so. Monica, in other words, you want to say to me, Pearson, I don't know. Say so.
I got to study my head to see what it is.
Say, Pearson, I don't know, Monica. Come on.
It's
All
less
right.
than 4 or 5.
Monica, you don't know.
I didn't know. I'm going to see between
Give up.
4.
Give up.
Well, I can put between 4 and
And
5.
5, where the answer is that 4 is less than 4. You got me confused now.
It's less than 4?
It's more than 4 but less than
More than
5.
4. And less than 5?
Oh, Monica, give up. Give up. Give up.
I
Give up.
If I
All
call,
right.
but I got to.
All right. Have a good day, okay?
You too.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. We're taking a break here, folks. We're coming back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scald presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes.
60 minutes now after 6 o'clock. We are minding our minds. That's what we're doing on this Wellness Wednesday. And you know, it's for the past few weeks, we've been talking to you a little bit about the new Mental Health Act. We've asked you to go to health.gov.bb to read the notes, to turn up at the public fora, to talk, to share your points of view, to get to know it a whole lot more intimately, because you are the ones who helped to reshape this new Mental Health Act. And so we're coming almost to the end of that exercise this morning, and we are joined this morning by Dr. Maisha Emmanuel, who has been chairing this commission, the new Mental Health Commission, and her deputy is Dr. Joy Sue, who we know so well. Good morning, both of you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
You're very welcome. This is not just coming to the end, but this is great work that you ladies have been doing. Your commission has been doing. Maisha, talk to me a little bit about now what it means. Now you're nearing to the end, and what's next.
Right. So we, as you said earlier, tonight we're going to have our public consultation, the other one, because the first one was a couple of weeks ago at Combermere. So tonight we're at Princess Margaret Secondary School from 6 until 8:30. So again, we're encouraging all of Barbados to go read the notes and come with your comments and questions and so on. And if you can't join us in person, join us online on YouTube. So at the health.gov.bb, there's a link there that will take you to the YouTube to join us live tonight. It's quite a journey for us. Started many years ago with other commissions, so we're very happy to be at this point where we have something that we can come to the public with, but that consultation continues, and I can't emphasize it enough. We really want to hear the feedback from everybody and get your opinions, because we know that we don't know everything, obviously, and we, you know, the act is written for the public, for all of us, and so we want to hear everybody's opinions on what we've written.
And I want folks this morning to listen very carefully, because when we end this segment today, you get a chance to win. So listen carefully, and I will try to, in my clever way, to lead you to the answers as much as possible. But you just need to pay very close attention right now. So what's different in this act?
Well, we have focused a lot about individual rights of people, because in the current act there is no mention of those things, not in an explicit way. So, you know, things like being able to choose what you want done, if you have a mental health condition, where you're going to be treated, who's going to be the person advocating on your behalf. You know, we focus more so on being treated in the community and not so much in the hospital, not, you know, as much as possible. And we also focus on the fact that if you need to be in hospital, there's going to be a lot of oversight by an independent tribunal. So we really focus on the individual community care and oversight if you need to be in the hospital.
And Dr. Sue, this is so different from what happened was before. The act was in 1980. So let's talk a little bit about the shifts that occurred and why this shift.
Well, to continue on from what Dr. Emmanuel was saying, when I read the old act now, I kind of laugh, because I say it spends as much time on person's property, treatment of person's property, as it does on treatment of the person themselves. I find that very strange. So this act now is more focused towards community care as well, as opposed to hospital or institutional-based care. And we know that institutional-based care unfortunately comes with more stigma. Treating some person in their community setting, where it's close to their home, in their home, or in a polyclinic, for instance, is more kind of acceptable to the public. And so we're trying to move in that direction in mental health in general, and definitely for this legislation, we're trying to move in that direction. So other things as well that we're changing, instead of taking persons' rights away and substituting their decisions, we want to support them to make decisions, even if they've lost their capacity to do so on their own. We're supporting them through the process instead of just taking their rights away. So we're trying to achieve a lot of fundamental things through this act that's different from the first act. And that's not surprising, because as you said, 1985 was a long time ago, and a lot has changed. A lot has changed in terms of our views of mental health and treatment. A lot of advances have been made in those areas, so we have to keep pace with that.
Dr. Maisha, does the new proposed act contain provision for all segments of our community, our society.
Yes, and that's one of the things we really focused on, because we define person, and persons means anybody, including children. And of course, with children, there will be caveats, because you're still a minor, so your parent or your guardian will make your decisions, but that doesn't mean you're not included and you're not involved. So we were very specific in writing down that people cannot be discriminated against based on gender, sexual orientation, religious views, political views, and that was very important for us to say, because we did not want people to feel, well, this doesn't include me, or this does not cover me. This act will cover every single human being in Barbados, and so we are very clear that that was important to us. You know, there's so much stigma and discrimination as it is already if you have a mental health condition. We didn't want to further add to that by not being specific that this applies to everybody.
If I have a problem, you know, as would happen from time to time, because sometimes the kind of treatment given to me is not what I want or what is, I think, fair. To whom then do I appeal? Do I appeal to the medical professional only? Where do I turn?
Right. So we've made provisions in the Act for appeals, an independent body called a mental health tribunal, so that, you know, if the person who is being treated or affected is not happy, or they're not clear, and they do not want what is being proposed, then they have that avenue to appeal to the independent tribunal, and then the team will have to justify why is this person being managed in this way, why are they in hospital, why are they being treated with this particular medication, or whatever the treatment is. So there is a pathway that persons can appeal if they need to.
And that's important, Dr. Sue, because to me it sounds very humane to be able to allow the patient to be able to say, hold on a second, I think I'm being misread here, you know, or somehow unfaired. But I now have an avenue to which I can appeal. How long the period of Lord, incarceration just popped in my head. That's not what I meant to say. In state treatment, and I know there's a difference in the time as well.
Well, for facilitated admission would be where your nominated representative applies for you to be admitted if you've lost your decision-making ability, and admission is deemed as necessary in order for you to receive treatment. The first instance, that will last 30 days. If at the end of 30 days, it is deemed that you still need to continue facilitated admission, so those conditions are still met, you can go back to the tribunal and then ask for extension, and that would be 90 days, and it would be medical professional who's doing that, the nominated representative, the client, everybody will be there at this kind of hearing, and everybody will give evidence. So the client can disagree, say, no, I want to go home, and the tribunal will hear all that evidence and decide, well, will this person stay in hospital, or should this person be discharged? If you have to go back again after that, the extension for that period will be 120 days. So it goes 30 days, 90 days, 120 days. So it gives some flexibility then in the timing, and at any point during that time period, the medical professional, if they think that the person no longer meets criteria, the person can either be changed to voluntary status or they can be discharged.
Folks, I hope you're listening, because the answers are all in what we're talking about here, indeed. And one, and two, you're again refreshing your mind ahead of this evening's public forum at the Princess Margaret School beginning at 6. They've extended the time now to 8:30. So you have 2.5 hours to really share your points of view, whether in person or online. To go online, you go to health.gov.bb. You'll see the link. And when you join that link, you can be anywhere in the world, at any time in the world, and you can be a part of the discussion. Indeed, it is critical. The information is on your screen. Take a look. Take a look. That's what you type in, and you see where you're going. And your voice needs to be heard. One of the things you tended to see over time, I would have seen it growing up as a little boy, this person is freaking out in the community, and so you lock them away somewhere in the house. You restrain them, you seclude them away from regular life. How is this new proposal responding to a situation like that?
Well, it is important to recognize that persons who, as you said, are freaking out, they also need to be assessed and managed, okay? So in that circumstance, you can have someone come to wherever the person is. When I say someone, I mean like a mental health nurse, and they can assess the individual and determine whether this person needs to be in hospital or not. If they are needed to be in a hospital and they're having difficulties getting the person to cooperate, they then, meaning the community nurse, can have the police assist them in having the person come into hospital. Now, as what Dr. Joy Sue was just saying, how long you're in hospital then will be limited, because right now the current act allows 6 months and then a review and then another 6 months. But we have reduced that period of time, as she explained so well just now. So there are pathways available for someone. In an event that you think, well, this person doesn't need to be in hospital, that's where we are focusing. As we said, we're moving away from hospital all the time, but we're going to focus also on community treatment. So maybe this person just needs to have their intervention done in the community setting, maybe at the polyclinic or at home, where you can have the community mental health team come to the person at home. So there are different pathways. The point we're making here is it does not have to be hospital all the time. It will be hospital if it is needed. So we're not being, we're not saying never ever hospital. We're saying let us do it in the least restrictive environment necessary first.
It sounds so humane. It really, truly does. It brings humanity back to the assistance you're giving to the patient, to the client. I know you have some questions to ask, folks. You have a chance to win as well. But don't forget the consultation. This public forum for you is this evening at 6 o'clock. Princess Margaret School in the school hall. Is in 6 Road, St. Philip, right there in the corner. You can't miss it. If you get to 6 Roads, ask somebody, where's the school? You will see it. Be in the school hall for 6 o'clock or be online for 6 o'clock. Look at the information on your screen right now. Once you join that conversation by clicking, then you're into the consultation this evening with you. Everyone has to lend their voice to this discussion because it can impact all of us if it isn't already doing so. So you're turning up to talk, to share your how you feel about the new proposals and so forth is vitally important. So please turn up. And I know you've done so at Combermere School. I was stunned when I saw the number of people and the participation.
Yes.
So we want the same energy, the same numbers. We want to grow those numbers if necessary, but it clearly means that our community needs this, and because we need it, you need to be there to lend your voice ahead of any further decision. So the questions, time to win, 228-5562 or 228-5563. Who has the questions?
We
both do. So
Okay.
yeah.
So Dr. Sue, let's start with you. What's the first question?
What is the main purpose of the new Mental Health Act?
Say it again.
What is the main purpose of the new Mental Health Act?
You're giving options?
Yes.
Okay.
So option A, to limit hospital admissions. Option B, to protect the rights and dignity of persons with mental illness. Option C, to reduce government health spending. Should I go again?
Yes, please.
Option A, to limit hospital admissions. Option B, to protect the rights and dignity of persons with mental illness. And option C, to reduce government health spending. And if they were listening, they should know what is the correct answer.
Yes. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Let's see who can get this right. And by the way, you get a chance to win some fantastic items. What are we winning?
Right, so we have a number of branded items from the Ministry of Health as well as the Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union. So we have lunch bag, fanny pack, mug, key ring, waterproof phone case, sunglasses, and umbrellas. So quite a lovely gift bag for the winners this morning.
Yeah. So make a guess, folks. Is it A, B, or C? A, B, or C? And one of these bags is yours, and it contains it's hefty. So it's significant. A, B, or C, what shall it be? 228-5562 or 228-5563. What is the main purpose of the new Mental Health Act? A, B, or C? Good morning. Hello.
Hi, morning.
Hi, good morning. What's your answer?
B?
B?
Yeah.
Is that correct, ladies?
That is
Yes, correct.
What is B? Hello?
Hello.
What is B? You say B, but what does B mean? What's the answer?
I can't remember. When to call it? Oh, I remember the.
What is B, Dr. Sue?
To protect the rights and dignity of persons with mental illness.
There you go. Well done. You stay on the line. The producer will take your name and contact details, and one of these is yours. Okay, which one do you want? The blue one or the yellow one? She's gone.
It doesn't matter.
All right, then. The blue one is yours. Okay, good. Well done indeed. That's question 1. So let's say it is to protect the rights
And dignity
and dignity
of persons with mental
of,
illness.
right, of people with mental health illness. Good. Be clear on that, everybody? Good. Question 2.
Question 2. Who can create an advance directive under the new act?
Ooh.
This is a little bit harder. So A, only persons who are currently hospitalized. B, any adult, whether or not they have a mental illness. And C, only family members.
Ooh. I feel as if I know the answer. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Who can create an advance directive under the new act? Is it A?
Only persons who are hospitalized. B, any adult, whether or not they have a mental illness. And C, only family members.
I know you're asking, what is an advance
Well,
directive?
Let me explain what that is, because we spoke about that before. So it's a document that allows you to determine how you want to be treated if you lost capacity to make that decision at the time.
That should make it so
that
easy for
makes
you
it
now.
easier.
228-5562 or 228-5563. What's your answer? Who can create that document, ahead under the new Health Act? What do you think it is, the Mental Health Act? 228, is it A, is it B, or is it C? 228-5562, 228-5563. Either the blue or the yellow bag is yours. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Pearson.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great. And you?
I'm well, thank you for asking. My head is on. Is it A, B, or C?
Can you ask her to repeat the question one more time, please?
I'm not hearing you clearly.
Can you ask her to repeat the question one more time?
To repeat the options.
Okay. So who can create an advance directive under the new act? Is it A, only persons currently hospitalized? B, any adult, whether or not they have a mental illness? Or C, only family members?
B.
B? You're sure about that?
B. Yeah, I'm very sure.
What makes you so sure?
Because I know.
Because I know.
It's not
You know what?
question. It's not a biased question.
Okay. Is she right?
Yes, she is correct.
All right, ma'am, you're absolutely right. Well done. Stay on the line, and I'm giving the yellow one. And we shall give you your gift bag. All right, we'll take some details from you. Well done. And B is?
Any adult, whether or not they have a mental illness.
Right. Any adult. Now, you can, it's almost like a proxy.
Yes, so you up front, and that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Up front, before you lose the capacity, you are able to say, this is what I want done in the event that I cannot do it for myself.
So even me, and I think I'm a fit mind, I can do that now.
Yes.
Absolutely, that's the point.
Because you don't know what will happen in the future.
Heaven forbid not. And so therefore, if I have that proxy in place, how would you know that I was a fit mind when I did it?
Well, that's the thing. Everybody is presumed to have the capacity to make decisions. Only if somebody is saying, well, no, I don't think that person had, then you can challenge that at the tribunal.
Yes. Gotcha.
There's also supposed to be a witness to that.
Oh, good. To that as well.
Yes.
Fantastic. Because the Notary Public to sign off for this. Okay, third question.
Where does the new act say persons with mental illness should ideally be treated?
Easy.
A, in prison or secure units. B, in the most restrictive facility. Or C, at home or in the community wherever possible.
Oh, teacher, I know the answer. 228-5562, 228-5563. This one is so easy. We talked about that so much. You should know the answer. Is it A, is it B, or is it C? Is it in prison, in the hospital, or at home in the community? Which is it? A, B, or C? 228-5562 or 228-5563. The blue bag is yours. If you call and you get it right. We've had two ladies. Any of you men know the answer? Or any of you men, you are so shy? But don't forget, this evening at 6 o'clock at the Princess Margaret School, at 6 o'clock till 8:30, we are gathering for this discussion. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
Oh, wonderful. Is it A, B, or C?
C.
Say it again.
C.
C as in cow?
Yes, please.
And you're sure?
Yes, please.
What does C say?
At home or in the community.
You've been paying attention, sister. Right. Well done. You stay on the line, okay? I will take some details from you. Well done indeed. All three ladies. Gentlemen, y'all let me know, man. But nonetheless, it just shows that people are paying attention, they're aware, and this discussion will help to further solidify that this evening.
Absolutely. So,
Wonderful.
that's what we want. We want people to be involved and know exactly what we're here discussing.
Nice. Don't forget, 6 o'clock, Princess Margaret School. Click that link to be online if you cannot be in person. It's right there on your screen, health.gov.bb. Click that link that says join the conversation online and share your points of view, share your opinion, share from your experience, share. Indeed, that's absolutely critical. Dr. Maisha, Dr. Joy, thank you so much indeed. I can't wait for what comes next. Of course, we're here to help you, okay?
Thank you for having us.
so much.
You're very welcome indeed. We're taking a break. We're back in a moment.
Your feedback on the draft mental health legislation is crucial for Barbados. Join us for the second Mind Your Mind community conversation where you'll learn about the proposed legislation, hear real stories and powerful spoken word. Then share your vital feedback on these important proposals. Join us on Wednesday, July 30th, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Princess Margaret Secondary School in St. Philip. Your voice matters. We want to hear from you. Because mental health is health.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
22 now to the hour. You know, Mariah Carey says there's a hero in all of us. There's a hero in each of us. There's a hero among us. There's a hero around us. There is a hero. Oftentimes, we don't know how to define that heroic act. And so CIBC Caribbean is saying to all of you, look for it. We'll tell you this morning how to identify that hero, what defines that person to be a hero, and then most of all, we'll tell you how you can recommend them to be that unsung hero in the space where you live. Barbados, for sure. And so joining me as we talk more about this year's Unsung Heroes activity is Kimar Polius, who is the head of Country Barbados for CIBC Caribbean. Kimar, good morning to you.
Good morning, Pearson. Thank you for having me.
Good to have you back indeed. The Unsung Hero is back. The initiative is back. It's across the Caribbean.
It is.
And now in Barbados, we are on the hunt for Unsung Heroes. But there's something a little bit different this year because you're focusing on young people as well.
Yes, thanks, Pearson. We've started Unsung Heroes program all the way back in 2003. This year, we've reimagined the program. And we've opened it up to Caribbean persons 10 years and older. Because we realize times are changing and heroes are getting younger. There's a broader base. And we've also opened up to 2 new categories: outstanding work in the community and acts of bravery or kindness. So we've opened it up to reflect what's happening in society.
Outstanding work in our community and acts of bravery.
Correct.
10 years and older.
Correct.
And so it's very important that we're able to see this, folks, ladies and gentlemen, because your deadline for the entry is?
August 22nd. August 22nd. We've extended the deadline to August 22nd to allow more persons to nominate people in their community who are giving without asking. Extraordinary people doing extraordinary things and making an impact.
And what is this for CIBC Caribbean?
Well, for us, as I said, this is one of our flagship corporate social responsibility programs, and we want to demonstrate to Caribbean people that heroes can come, examples of heroes that can come from themselves. Especially in times we live in today, we think that's very important to look across our communities to demonstrate the good being done in our society.
All right. So if you're still, folks, wondering what is a hero, we said, you know, let's do a checklist. If we can show it and put it on the screen so that people understand what is a CIBC Caribbean unsung hero checklist. So it's someone who builds their community, someone who protects the environment, someone who mentors and empowers others, someone who shows bravery in difficult moments, someone who stands for honesty when it's hard, someone who drives change behind the scenes, or someone who rolls up their sleeves and serves. I am sure you know someone like that. But look at your screen again, because you see how to nominate your hero today. You go to cibccaribbean.com/unsung-heroes, and there's a form in there that you fill in, right?
Correct. Yes, we've made it actually easier this year as well. You can nominate persons via two formats, a 1.5 minute video, you know, everyone has a cell phone these days, or a short 300 to 400 word written nomination. Simply the name of the person, the country, and describe for us what good works they've done and how they've made an impact, and if they've done, if they're doing community work, how long have they been done it, if it was an act of bravery or heroism, when did it occur. Basically tell us what impact that person has made on our community.
Indeed so, and you have on the 22nd of August to get it in by. And so in doing so, you give this opportunity to the individual to receive recognition by CIBC Caribbean in a very significant way, like?
For example, so the winners would win US $5,000 for the local winners, and the runner-up would win US $2,500, but it doesn't stop there. The winners are in each local, we have this across the 10 countries in which we operate. Each local winner then has an opportunity to go forward for a regional prize to win another US $5,000, and then the winners will be celebrated at an award ceremony in October.
Here in Barbados.
Here in Barbados to recognize their good works.
And there's so many people doing wonderful things. We know them from age 10 all the way up, who are thinking outside the box and who see a need and they're attending to that need, who are themselves being brave in situations where most of us would cower. And so because we know them, we want to be able to recognize them and to highlight their heroic acts as well. So it's important that you understand what it is that you're nominating, and in nominating, fill in those 300 and more words and give details, give detail. Don't just give sketchy details because you want your nominee to be the recipient of the prize. Or do that 1.5 minute long video and upload it to cibccaribbean.com unsung heroes? How
yes,
do
you can email it to unsungheroes at cibcfcab.com. So you can email it to that email address, and full details of the criteria as you just outlined and how to submit your nomination is also available on our website, cibccaribbean.com. For persons to go there and see the criteria.
For me, don't complicate it. Don't complicate it. It's as straightforward as you see it indeed. There are people that you know. It is your neighbor. It is your church warden. It could be somebody who you met in the supermarket. You thought, oh my word, look at that act of bravery. You have seen someone at the beach who stunned you with the fact that they put themselves well above their life on the line for someone else, and you want to be able to recognize that act of bravery. Or you know of someone who empowers people because they saw that need, and so they have little gathering of children to help them better their education. Those are the kinds of people who are doing it without thought. They're just doing it because they see a need and they love their community. Those are the people we're looking for. Those are the unsung heroes we're talking about, who are just normally going through life, normally doing what they do because it comes from their heart. If you know such a person, you have until the 22nd of August to get the nomination in. So we're looking for people who build their community. We're looking for people who protect the environment. And we know some young people who are doing some fantastic work out there in the environment. That could be you. Nominate them. Mentor or empower others. The people who have little groups and they pull the boys together. And they say, boys, let's help you to be men. And there are people who lead girl groups as well. They probably need recognition as well. There are people who show acts of bravery, who stand for honesty, sometimes when it's really, really hard to do. And so we want to be able to say to them, we got your back. CIBC Caribbean says, we got your back. We want to recognize you and reward you for your work. Who drive change, doing it behind the scenes. They do it because they are passionate about the outcome and they want to see that change that we're talking about, but they do it in the shadows. We want to bring them to the light. And so we want to unearth those unsung heroes and those who just simply roll up their sleeves and serve. They just go there because it's a situation, they rush forward to help. And so those are the people we're looking for. But you have until the 22nd of August. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being serious about this. CIBC Caribbean is looking for the unsung heroes. So you go, you make your nomination today with that minute-and-a-half video. You can email it to
unsungheroes@cibcfcib.com.
cibcfcibc.com. Unsung heroes.
unsungheroes@cibcfcib.com.
Got that. Or you can make your nomination online at cibccaribbean.com/unsung-heroes. 22nd of August. Don't let the time tick by and you not have a chance for this individual to be recognized. From the hey, y'all are using my words there too on your website. From the shadows to the spotlight. That's what we're talking about there. Bringing people out, showing them to the world, because oftentimes they hide in the shadows, but they come from a really good place of a heart, honoring the heart of our communities, honoring their heart for their communities as well. So this is where you do it. This is the form that you're looking at on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. There's a very simple form to fill in, and you fill in all those details, and you have until the 22nd of August. Make sure that you fill it in properly with all the information that will make your nominee stand out. Don't try to deceive. Just tell the truth and let them be rewarded and recognized in a very, very significant way, locally and perhaps regionally as well, because there is a winner and then there's a follow-up or runner-up. So everyone stands an opportunity right now. Look around you today. Start looking around you today. They exist. And so it ends on the 22nd of August nominations. What happens thereafter?
So we have a panel of independent local judges as well as regional judges. So the nominations are made by the public, but decisions are made by an independent panel.
Right.
So we have Pearson. We are fortunate to have you as one of our.
Didn't call by name.
Thank you for agreeing to be one of our
You're welcome.
judges.
That's all right.
We have Mr. Nice Nurse, who is the retired Deputy Director of the Child Care Board, Ms. Marietta Carrington, head of the Substance Abuse Foundation, Major Robert Pyle from the Salvation Army, and we have Ashley Lashley from the Ashley Lashley Foundation. So the judges make their decisions independently of ourselves, and the persons will be nominated, they'll be selected, and the local winners will be selected to win, as I said, US $5,000, and the runner-up, US $2,500, and the local winner will then go forward to the regional to the regional program to be eligible to be selected for that. And in October, for another US $5,000.
Wow, and in October they're celebrated here in Barbados.
And then there'll be a big gala to celebrate them, because there are people who give without asking. And we really want to recognize those efforts to inspire others to do more of the same in our communities.
CIBC Caribbean at work in its community indeed, recognizing unsung heroes, recognizing people who do things among us, for us, with us, and we don't even sometimes stop to say thank you. CIBC is saying we want to stop to say thank you to them. But you can help by making your nomination today. You have until August 22nd to do so. Pay attention, folks. Look around and make that nomination. We are looking for unsung heroes, and it could very well be you. So let's see what happens, all right? Kimar, thank you so much indeed.
Thank you, President.
Wish you all the best with this renewed initiative. Remember, we're looking for those 10 years, as young as 10 years and up. So don't think a 10-year-old does not qualify. A 10-year-old can qualify because there are 10-year-old children and older who are doing phenomenal things in our community because their passion is real. Their drive is driven. And so we want to be able to recognize them as well. So thank you all for making your nominations today. Remember, you have until the 22nd of August to get your nomination in. And good luck to all of you who are nominated indeed. Again, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Kimar Polias, the head of Country Barbados for CIBC Caribbean, talking to us a bit about the unsung heroes for 2025. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons which will surprise many is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb and to
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's talk HR with Herbab right now as we turn our attention to redefining HR within the context of non-communicable diseases. Joining me to talk a little bit more about this is behavior change specialist Cecilia Neblett-Brathwaite. Good morning to you, Cecilia. Good to see you again.
Good morning, Pearson. Good to see you too.
This is a very interesting subject to my mind because as I teased at the beginning of the show, an HR practitioner would say, well, that has nothing to do with me, that's their health. But it has a lot to do with the business.
Yes, it does.
As well. So let's talk a little bit about the relevance of HR within the context of non-communicable diseases.
Yes, good morning again. Well, you recognize globally that the NCDs, they are increasing globally and locally as well. And the role of HR has changed from the traditional role of compliance, administrative, and hiring now to health and wellness. And I think that the health and wellness policy should be infused in all the policies in an organization because of the increase in the health certificates that come to the office on a regular basis. Persons have cancer, strokes, heart issues, stress. And I think that the organization is responsible for this because we spend 8 hours at work. And with respect to that, I think as well there's a gap because you have the policy with the students, the national health policy with the students, the nutrition policy, and that would be the gap because then we don't really have a policy focusing on adults. So then how can parents then educate their children about the right things to do? So it is indeed important.
Where they hide in the office and eat those bad things.
And the snacks, yes. I'm sorry.
We get a little bit lazy and sedentary in the office,
Yes.
I know. So the
Yes.
exercise we don't do as we ought, one. And then we choose things to eat that are not necessarily healthy for us.
Yes.
And then it impacts on the business. And the HR officer has to be able to see it because the certificates, as you say, come in that would
Yes.
indicate, or you would see a change in this person's behavior and health pattern. And so we need to be able to crack down on it.
Yes.
So how do we begin to crack down on it?
Well, we can begin by having a conversation with staff. Sometimes we bring our health certificates in and we just put them there and, we don't communicate with the individual. How are you doing? What are some of the issues? It's confidential as well. You let them know that confidentiality is paramount. But I think that if we have these things in our policies where health and wellness is paramount and upfront in most of the things that we do, then workers can think that they are a part of the organization. They are an internal customer that is recognized as valued and valuable to the organization. And I think that workers and the organization itself can join together and partner with finding nice, new, refreshing programs that can cater to health and wellness because it's not a HR, it's not an organizational effort. It's a holistic approach where you tell me what you want and I tell you if I can afford it and if it fits within our budget and if it fits within our criteria.
Because a healthier workforce is a more productive workforce.
Yes.
And you see the return immediately. Now you brought along a basket of goodies which you show where we as a business we can begin to now encourage our officers who work with us to be able to watch their lifestyle.
Yes, actually these are from my garden. We have the bay leaf, we have the soursop leaves, we have the lemongrass to make tea, we have the figs, we have the bananas, we have the golden apples, and these are just locally grown produce. Persons say it's so expensive to eat healthy, but we can start with a basket. Actually, we have a garden at the office where they grow vegetables. We put some dirt on the balcony because they had a space, and they have a garden where everybody at 4 o'clock, they would go and we would dig and water and pluck the grass, and it brings togetherness within the office as well. And I think that is a start. We can have our plant pots where we can have our lemongrass, we can grow a fruit or vegetable. We can transform the office by doing this. And I think that we need to speak to persons about the sedimentary lifestyles. We can get up and go for walks. Sometimes we recognize that persons sit for long hours. We have a lot to do on our desks, and we very seldom recognize it's lunchtime. So we go over the time, for example, with your busy schedule here at the CBC. So we have to make sure that we make the time. We make the time within our work schedules. We make the time within our policies. We have persons coming from the insurance companies. We have behavior change persons come in. We have nurses and we have doctors. We can have persons from the Red Cross. We can have persons from the Heart and Stroke Foundation come in, NCD unit, health and wellness, to speak to persons about health and the importance of living a healthy lifestyle because it impacts significantly on the budget.
It really, really does. And so knowing the numbers, knowing all your colleagues as well, health conditions, help to be able to make that policy change. I like what you said about the office gardens.
Yes.
Because it distresses you immediately. Once you begin to put your hand in the dirt and you see the growth, it changes your whole spirit and your psyche. And that's absolutely important. And so we want to encourage HR practitioners this morning to consider some of the ideas that you just shared.
Yes.
Because it makes a difference to how the business functions. You see less absenteeism, less a reduction in the sickness in the building. And so you see the output as a consequence rising. And so the ideas that you just shared, I think, are really, really significant.
What I want to say as well is that sometimes what I want to focus on too is the vending. And we have vending machines strategically placed outside of the office. So as you come in mornings, you have your bag packed. To be honest, I did this before. My bag was packed with all healthy things, but then you see the tickies and the stuff that you just grab a little one because you're familiar with these products and you remember the taste from when you were small. And you grab a couple things and you put in your bag and you snack at your desk. I want that the officers have water on the desk. I want that management sees the benefit of having these things readily available for staff if they can afford it. We can have trackers. PAHO, they would have trackers, and we would see how much steps persons would make as a competition. We can have, things where persons are given rewards to see how many steps they take or who drank the most water, or who's more creative. with something healthy. I remember doing a competition at the office at the youth service where we had to spend $10 to do a product, and I made beet juice, and then I had to utilize the whole product. So then I made muffins with the residue. So then I had beet muffins. The muffins were red and they're sold very well. So these are all creative things. We got a prize for that. So we can be creative because we recognize that the vending, we have to look at the vending bill as well, because persons just vend and they have the high sugars, the sodiums, the ultra processed foods, and these are all not healthy for the consumption of especially adults.
An HR officer said, girl, that sounds like a lot of work. I don't have the time with that.
Yes, we don't have the time, but the cost, because our hospitals are heavy with persons with NCDs, you recognize the cost. Everybody don't have a health insurance policy, so that can be a challenge as well. And if the office is providing the health insurance policies for you, it is recommended that you look at health and wellness lifestyles, because you're responsible for assisting with some of that cost for the insurance policies. So holistically, I think it's nothing to do with government. We have to take responsibility for ourselves because of what is happening in our country.
So now it's driven not necessarily by the number of dollars that you place on the books, it's also about the health of your
health
and
wellness, because it's very important at this time.
So important indeed. You know, you have brought so much to mind, and I'm hoping that many of our HR practitioners and business owners who are watching, because there's some businesses that do not have an HR officer, but who see the potential here for changing their points of view as it relates to health and wellness in their workplaces. I like the community garden for the office. I love that indeed. And so as groups, you can go out and you can farm, and you benefit from your farming as well. Changing the vending options as well. Maybe fruit could be one of the vending options that you make available for your staff as well. Look at your canteen operations and see whether or not their list of offerings fit with the focus of your business to have a reduction in NCDs. There's so much that can really happen, but HR, you drive it. You drive it because you are people. And because you're people, you're paying attention and you're saying we want the best from our people and the best for our people as well. Cecilia, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome.
Stay healthy and have a wonderful day.
Likewise, indeed. We've just been talking HR with Hermab.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be heard.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's look at news now. The National Cultural Foundation is making provisions for patrons attending Friday night's Courtesy Garage Pick of the Crop finals if there is heavy downpour of rain. They come amidst concerns regarding the possibility of wet and muddy conditions at the Richard Stout Amphitheatre at the National Botanical Gardens if it rains. NCF's Chief Executive Officer, Cara Roberts, spoke to reporters during a site visit for stakeholders to view the site.
Crews have been working in this space assiduously for the past 10 days. It's amazing that they've been able to get all this work done. So when you look around you, this is actually 41,000 square feet of pavers and paved space. And what this allows us to do is to put our entire footprint for the finals on this space. So all of the dressing rooms, all of the performance spaces, all of the chairs, the majority of the tents, the majority of the bathrooms will be on this hard space. So that will tick one box. It means that patrons will not be sitting in mud.
Ms. Roberts says a massive tent has also been erected at the site to provide shelter for patrons and vendors. She explains there will be screens under the tent and patrons will also have direct view of the stage.
Crews have been working in this space assiduously for the past 10 days. It's amazing that they've been able to get all this work done. So when you look around you, this is actually 41,000 square feet of pavers and space, paved space. And what this allows us to do is to put our entire footprint for the finals on this space. So all of the dressing rooms, all of the performance spaces, all of the chairs, the majority of the tents, the majority of the bathrooms will be on this hard space. So that will tick one box. It means that patrons will not be sitting in mud.
Well, some of the finalists and tent managers are pleased with the contingency plans being put in place, and they're generally happy with how the venue has been shaping up.
We have been given, the assurances that everything will be in place, and all of our concerns will be met. So I'm pretty happy with what I'm hearing so far, and I just look forward to a good night on Friday night. Certainly hope that everybody else will be as comfortable as well.
I'm happy with the work that the NCF has done to make this venue ready. I know that many in the public was quite concerned with the readiness of the facility, but at this stage I think they have done a lot of remedial work to ready space, ensuring that it is weather friendly, and definitely on the finals I'll be excited to be here, definitely giving a performance out of this world.
I think the venue is a lot better than what we were used to before. I can see the developing space, and it has lots of potential. That's the truth, and I feel very comfortable coming here on Friday night after the NCF put in all this work to get it to the stage where it's supposed to be.
It actually looks good. You can see a lot of work has been put into it as far as putting on these pavers, etc. And what I can say is the good thing about having pavers is that the rain won't settle on the stones. It's gonna go down because of the base, whether sand or two dung or whatever you have. So that's a plus. So it'll be good for those who are afraid of the dirt. That was always a thorn in the finger, so to speak.
Well, Crop Over is not only the sweetest summer festival, but also a major boost to the economy. Each year, the influx of visitors and excitement among locals mean big business for businesses across Barbados. Many rely on the festival for a significant part of their annual budget. And how are sales shaping up this year? Deanza Robert went out. She spoke with some of the businesses benefiting from Crop Over.
As Crop Over draws near, many businesses across Barbados are reporting a brighter outlook compared to last year. The increase in sales has caused some to reorder items that will usually stay longer on the shelves. This was evident when we visited Number 1 Beauty Supplies in St. Michael Row.
Oh, it's been really, really good as compared to last year. All areas of the stores at all of our locations been doing very well. Whether it's the braids, weave, the makeup area, everywhere, it's been really well. We are in the midst of dealing with stock, so even like sometimes before we could even get the stuff on the shelf, the customers are actually purchasing from out of the box. But we're restocking our hair, braids, weaves. We just enhanced some of the products and brands in our makeup area. Then we still have our regular restock for like edge controls, shampoos, the basic stuff, but we are basically restocking everywhere.
The hairdressers have also seen an uptake in appointments. They say they have been very busy.
There's been a big uptake. A lot of people want to come and get their hair done for all the Crop Over events, and different styles, a lot of new styles that are coming in. It's been quite busy though.
With garden parties and other events coming up, Dallas Discount staff are reporting more foot traffic also.
So far for the season, it has been pretty good. A lot better than we did last year. We've seen the numbers rising. Coming up this week, actually, looking forward to it being a lot better. Right now, a lot of jeans, and because of the garden parties and stuff like that, we have like the dress shirts, jeans, cargo jeans. Everybody asking for those specifically. Garden dresses, like the dresses for the garden parties, the floral dresses. We have a lot of those now. T-shirts and stuff. We have the wet fats and stuff like that. So we have beach shorts, plain T-shirts. Yeah. So we're fully stocked.
Renowned businessman Eddie Abeds is giving a thumbs up to the events, which he says is the reason for the traffic throughout the store.
Truthfully, we have found that the activities this year have driven a lot more traffic to our stores. I don't need to tell you how many fetes we've had, how many events, how many of them were sold out, and the general reaction from people attending has been very positive. So we can only assume that there's tremendous goodwill and good feeling towards what's happening this year. And that has kept a steady stream of people coming to our stores. Not only the band leaders who are obviously decorating and bringing their bands, but equally the patrons who are enjoying the fetes on a weekly basis.
Deanza Roberts, CBC News.
The Barbados Medicinal Cannabis Licensing Authority is adamant that there is room for everyone interested in the industry, but not all of the stakeholders agree. Acting Chief Executive Officer Shanika Roberts-Odell stressed that the industry is open to all.
We have not stopped anyone who could be involved in the medical market. We have sought all of the shareholders who may want to be involved. And I've met multiple times with various representatives of the Rastafari community. The industry is there. The opportunity is there. I understand you may not be able to afford it on your own. That's why cooperatives exist. Band together and come forward. If 10 people have $5,000 each, that's $50,000. That's an opportunity there for you to then look and say, come into the industry.
However, some members of the Rastafarian community, arguably the island's longest-standing group of cannabis users, feel excluded from the medicinal cannabis industry.
The Rastafari community has benefited in no way from the medicinal cannabis industry. We remain outcast in the society. It is even worse now because we have to watch other people go along and benefit off of the things that we are still being penalized for.
That's a look at news now. We'll have more news coming up at 12 noon right here on TV8. Morning Barbados is back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you. Our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment's Bridges television series is back. Join us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. with a repeat on Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. on CBC TV 8. Don't you miss it.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV 8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
Week after week, Scald presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scald is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scald, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end. And what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're 17 and a half minutes now after 7 o'clock in Barbados. We have something to celebrate. The Moravian Church has something to celebrate. A Barbadian is Bishop-elect of the Moravian Church of the West Indies. And we're happy to be joined by him this morning. I know him well because he pastors the Sharon and Dunscombe Moravian churches on the island. His name is the Reverend Ezra Paris, Bishop-elect of the Moravian Church. Good morning to you, sir.
Yes, good morning.
Could I say congratulations?
Yes, that's okay.
Okay, good. What does it take? What did it take for you to become bishop-elect?
Maybe it was too easy. But meaning, it's simply process of election. All of the presbyters, we have 3 orders of ministry. You're ordained deacon, then you, after 5 years of ministry, you are consecrated presbyter. And then after that, it's an election by the synod of the province for one to be bishop. And it's not the bishop, it is a bishop of the Moravian Church. So because the bishop in the Moravian Church is not an administrative leader, to say, as you may have in the Anglican Church, where the bishop is head, and that includes being an administrator. No, we're a pastor of pastors, really. And so there are 2 already in the province, I guess retiring. So it was thought good to have another one.
Yes,
right.
yes.
So I am a bishop.
A bishop.
of the Moravian Church worldwide, serving in this province, the Eastern West Indies province.
I'm glad you're able to clarify that for us. So you are then you are a bishop for the Eastern Caribbean, and that spans from where to where?
Right. So the Moravian Church in the Caribbean is at least two provinces. If you call Guyana part of the Caribbean and Suriname part of the Caribbean. We have a province in Jamaica, the Jamaica province, the Moravian Church in Jamaica and Grand Cayman. Then you have the Eastern West Indies province, of which we are part. And that is made up of about 6 territories. You have the Virgin Islands. Note I said Virgin Islands are not U.S. Virgin Islands.
Right.
So
British
the British,
US.
yes. Then you have Antigua, St. Kitts, Barbados, Tobago, Trinidad, and there's a work in Grenada as well. So that is the Eastern West Indies province. 6 conferences or 6 districts, you can say.
33 years ago, when you became ordained, an ordained minister in the Moravian Church, did you see this in your trajectory?
No, because I describe myself as a blue-collar pastor. That makes sense.
A working pastor.
Yeah, I didn't aspire to high office and stuff like that. And I understood my call to be a pastor. As simple as that. Yeah, but along the way, I guess, elections happened.
So how did you find yourself there? I asked that for a reason, because is it a case of your being nominated by the Church of Barbados? How did you?
No.
How did it work?
So when it's determined that an election for a bishop would be held, it is without nomination. All the presbyters currently in the province are placed on the ballot, and election proceeds. And it must be 2/3 of the voting members present. So you might have seen in the press release after 7 ballots. So we go through that. So it's no nomination. Just pray and vote. Yeah.
When I looked at how many years you've already been in ministry, I saw 33.
Yes, sir.
I reflected on Jesus for just a moment. You understand why I'm going with this?
Well, ease that down.
Because after 33 years on earth, the church was established at his passing, and so, and I think that's significant. I think it to be significant. I know you.
But you know he died, right?
I don't mean it from that perspective. I don't mean it from that perspective. But at the number, for just the number, for just a moment, and here it is now, you, the Barbadian man, has become a bishop of the Moravian Church in the Caribbean. And now a lot rests on you too, to be able to take the church forward, as it was on Jesus to take the church forward. And so what do you see to be your pastoral mission now that you are a bishop?
Right. So, short time yet, but reflecting, I understand my calling. Well, again, in keeping with the understanding of who a bishop is in our church, I see my responsibility as endeavoring to cultivate a greater sense of the relevance, significance of the spiritual in our life and in our walk. I think that there is a dismissal of the relevance of spiritual matters, spirituality. In our time today, we are very materialistic and even sensual in this day and age. And with that, then I think that we fail to cultivate and give thought to matters of the spirit, and really and truly matters of the spirit are really what matter in our life and living. And when you look at it, relationships, or a sense of who we are, our well-being, our relationship with God, those are things that really define us and inform our lives and make life, much more livable, really. I think that the failure to look at spiritual matters and to look at the spiritual man or person is what is really lacking in our society today, and is giving rise to the sort of brokenness and we're seeing in our society today.
So the question becomes, how can the Moravian Church make that difference so that you return to that spirituality that you're talking about?
Right. So we have been, actually there is we can talk about youth and that sort of thing. Well, we actually have a program, Project Irene, that we are to launch here in Barbados. It has been launched in Trinidad already. And it is basically a program of mentorship, going into the schools and training persons to be mentors for our youth, that they'll be able to address issues, the issues of life, and particularly the issue of violence that is impacting our community today. So in terms of what the church can do, that is one of the areas where we hope to make a difference, to help the generations arising to be able to manage themselves and manage relationships and life. So hopefully we'll be able to make a difference. Of course, we have to interface with the Ministry of Education and what's not to get that program going. But yeah, we are hopeful.
There are lots of influential voices in the community who are saying the church needs to this, the church has to do that.
Right.
How do you respond to those voices?
Yeah. I think sometimes they make it sound too easy, as if it is a straight 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
If the church does this, then that would happen. But society is not like that. It is easy to say, well, the church could solve problems, but then you have the challenge of being able to connect with people. And one of the points I make is that, the church is often expected to make a difference, but the church can only make a difference. We can be talking about youth. If those persons who we are to shape and nurture, we can only make a difference if those people are brought within the influence of the church. And that is something that we're seeing a lot less of. These days, we can talk about youth ministry, and we have challenges in that we have youth programs, or we endeavor to have youth programs, but then if the youth are not coming to church, if they're not being, in a sense, pushed into those programs, and then we're left wanting, in a sense. I came along in a time when being a part of the ministry of the church, Sunday school and different ministries of the school, that was a given.
Of course.
You didn't have an option.
That's right.
You had to be there. But these days it is left open. And so we have to be, as a church, endeavoring to pull and draw the youth and what's not into these programs, rather than it being a case where they are encouraged and even pushed into these programs. I was saying to someone recently that growing up, it sounds a bit funny, but I would pass men at the ram shop, but their children would be in church.
Yes.
You get the point I'm making?
I do.
There was a generation that understood and saw the value of the nurturing and the formation that occurred in church. And even though they may be or might have been down a different avenue, they ensured that the rising generation was exposed to these values and were able to set
a pretty solid foundation.
Yeah,
You're right. When I reflect on the work of the Moravian Church in the Caribbean, the missionaries who moved into the Caribbean, and then out of it sprung other denominations and so forth. But to be able to face that fight at the beginning, to teach the message of Christianity to the people who inhabited our region, they had to have a special something. And now we're faced with another challenge of relevance, and again, taking it all over again, that journey to fight for people knowing Christ again. When you look at that now in its totality and what the example was, what have you learned?
Well, I think we've learned that it's a different age we're in.
That's one for sure.
Yeah.
But the same fight.
Yes. And those early missionaries, I mean, you have to give them credit, because they came, and we say that, for instance, they died like flies. In fact, the Moravian church, they came, and I think one of the early missionaries who came, he died within a week. There were two of them, and one died in short order. But yet they kept coming. That sort of commitment and determination, that sense of purpose and having a vision ahead of them, I think that really made a difference to them. Are we there in this day and age? And we talk about ministry sometimes. We have persons. We talk about people recruiting people for ministry, and there are the questions about how viable it is in terms of having a family and supporting that family. Is there enough money in it, in simple terms?
Yes.
Isn't it suicidal to talk about going into ministry? You don't have a sure
steady inflow,
right? You know, so there's those challenges, because it's a different time, different age, and different concerns. And can we make it? I think so. There's still some hope. I think there's still those who are able to leave all and come, as we would say, but it's a difficult one in this day and age when we have so many expectations, and people, give thought to what sort of family they'll be able to have and support, and whether you're able to raise their children and that sort of thing. It is difficult.
It's difficult, I know, but the churches can rise to the occasion, because
yes,
God is in your corner.
Yeah.
And so what happens now that you're bishop-elect, a bishop-elect, got to keep saying that, a bishop-elect, what happens next for you?
Well, with thinking in terms of consecration, which is somewhere in November, I think, and then a decision we made in terms of my relationship with the pastorate I currently serve, because the practices that the bishop is removed from being a lead pastor in the congregation or pastorate, and made an associate, so as to free him or her for that role of pastoring pastors and giving spiritual support and guidance to the rest of the province, the province at large. And so it would mean that there would be some move away from the pastorate, or a lessening of the role that I currently fill.
Right.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, you're getting ready for November.
Yeah.
Would the consecration happen in Barbados?
Most likely.
As a fingers crossed?
I had a conversation with the chairman of the province, and understand what I'm saying, that the bishop is not an administrator, so there's still the administrative board. We call it the Provincial Elders Conference, and there's a chairman of that. The synod just elected, even re-elected the board chairman and what's not. I had a conversation with him yesterday, and he raised the issue of the where. So, yeah, we're going to work that through. But hopefully it would be here in Barbados. And
we're hopeful
I
for
will
that,
put
so
in
we
my
can be
vote
able
for
to
that.
celebrate with you
Yes,
as well.
Yes, yeah.
The Reverend Ezra Paris, the bishop-elect from a bishop-elect in the Moravian Church, indeed. And so we celebrate you today.
Thank you.
We congratulate you as a Barbadian. Would you be one of the first Barbadians?
No, the second.
You'll be the second.
Before me would have been Bishop Oliver Maynard. He, I think in the 60s, end of the 60s, he was elected. Okay. Yeah, so the late Oliver Maynard, yeah. So he was a Barbadian. His father would have been the principal at the Roebuck Primary School,
right?
Which is the school that was run by the Calvary Moravian Church on Roebuck Street. Yes, and his brother's name is on the hall there, the George Maynard Hall. Yeah, so one of those Maynards.
So November is a significant date in time for the Reverend Ezra Paris. November is a significant date in time for Barbadian Moravians. November is a significant day in time for the Moravian Church in the Eastern Caribbean province, indeed. And so we're celebrating him this morning, indeed, and we're looking forward to your, I'm going to say, ascension to the position. Don't chastise me for that. But nonetheless, we're so excited about this, indeed. And so we'll monitor the journey. And we want to stay the journey with you. It's so good to see you yet again.
Thank you.
You do phenomenal work in the congregations which you serve at the moment. And given that you're taking up a new role, you might be in some way not be required to do what you do at the moment, but I'm sure that the people who benefit from you will be walking with you every step of the way. And we wish you well.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome indeed. We're back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Community Empowerment's Bridges television series is back. Join us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. with a repeat on Saturdays at 5:30 p.m. on CBC TV 8. Don't you miss it.
Lord will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray microbiome probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
You Belvy, I feel like that. Tell them rise at the baddest of the bad. Bring out your team for the big, big dance. Them other fed them cast on a chance. Well, New Belvy, I feel like that. Tell them rise at the baddest of the bad. Bring out your team for the big, big dance.
Well, I don't have time to waste. Full blown mash up the place. I in a good spirit. Rise, I'm in a good spirit. The vibes right up to the limits. They can't hold we down, can't fight we down. Yeah. Good spirit. Rise, I'm in a good spirit. New Velvet, them know how to do it. They can't hold we down, can't fight we down. Yeah. My friend and them couldn't tell you about me. Good people is good people. We only want love in we circle. Yeah. My family couldn't tell you about me. Good people is good people. We only on love one.
Lord, we're in a good spirit indeed. Rise, we are in a good spirit. Tonight. It is the 30th of July, so it happens all right here in Barbados tonight. And with me is the Queen of Soca herself, the one and only Alison Hines. There she is. So good to see you, ma'am. I bow to thee. Indeed. DeCarla Appleway, as you know, who is working PR. She is just a big part of the production of Rise this year. Indeed. DeCarla, good morning. Good to see you again.
Good morning.
You're going to sleep tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I give you tomorrow off. Kernice is a winner. Kernice John, she's been watching and listening to 98.1 to 1, and so she is recognized for a very big thing. And so we'll tell you about that in a moment. And Cassidy is across from me as well. And Cassidy is an intern. She's learning a lot from DeCarla. But let's get started with you, DeCarla. Talk to me. Are we ready for tonight?
We are ready to rise. It's our mantra. It is our mantra.
Yes.
I've been talking about Rise Wednesday since before Wednesday started.
Exactly.
So here we are. I am absolutely thrilled to be here. I am absolutely full of energy because, you know, you're going to see me tonight all over the place, up and down. It's like, that's Pearson.
Yeah.
And keep it moving.
Keep moving.
Keep it moving. No, it's Rise Wednesday, July 30th. You know, we're at Kensington Oval. Show starts at 9 o'clock. Doors are open at 7. You hear me good up front?
Yes.
The Queen, you know, everybody's want no royalty, right?
Right,
I
of
know
course.
her personally.
Of course.
And we got a long day, a long run, but we are saving up the energy because tonight's show is going to be fantastic.
I agree with you completely. Completely. I mean, when one looks at the cast who are going to be there, we're talking about the best of the Caribbean, the best of Barbados. We're talking about the best in the world because people yearn for what we have. And we have it right here. You know, when you say Alison Hines, and when you say Alison Hines in any space on the globe, right away we know what we're in for. So Queen, good morning to you,
Good
ma'am.
morning, good
I
morning.
bow to thee again. And so Alison, what does it mean to be recognized as the Queen of Soca of the Caribbean?
It absolutely is. It's a title that I take very, very seriously. Because I didn't bestow it on myself. It was bestowed on me by the fans. All I ever wanted to do was to be the best that I could be at what I do, at what I love, of what I have this passion for. And by doing that is how that title came into being. And the fact that it stuck, like it completely, it's something that I try my best to be able to live up to.
Yeah. I mean, you just have to show up and immediately the crowd goes wild because they don't even open your mouth, they know what to expect.
Correct.
And
Correct.
that, I think, is a magic that you possess. And you've carried it so well over the years because you have been consistent in all that you have put out, all that you have performed.
Yeah.
And so knowing all of that, what's happening tonight?
Tonight is going to be, well, you already know, the Queen don't know how to do halfway.
Correct.
You understand? It's either all or nothing. And tonight it's going to be a very special night. I put together my set, honestly, with home in mind, with Bajans in mind. That is how I put together my set for tonight, specifically for those who have been fans from the beginning. Yeah.
Listen, I just got tired running through my mind with all of your hits. Honestly, as I was listening to you thinking we're going back to the beginning, I could hear every song in my head.
Right.
And I'm ready to party with you.
There you go.
Already. And that's the whole point. So tonight, and you guys start on time. I know it is with Rise.
Start on time.
Y'all don't kid around with that.
Listen to me. You have to be there early. You have to be there from the start. We're starting and we are literally going down the road. Somebody asked me how we can do the party on Wednesday and it's Thursday. Yeah. You know, we're having kids, so we are providing your mental day.
There you go. There you go.
We need to finish at a time that people feel comfortable. Well, that show was real good, but let me get home and get to bed because they're all going to work in how many hours, you know. And this is the last week.
Yes.
You know, we're full of energy. So that energy is going to propel everyone throughout the rest of the week.
Correct.
So we start with, we're not starting with Alison, but we start with the idea of the fantasticness and the vibes that we know that we're going to have from Queen Alison. You know, we're celebrating with Kez his 20 years. He's been around and he has to come back to Barbados to celebrate 20 years. And I don't know if you saw Alison, I put up this poster in front of you all, Spectrum at Harbour Lights.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. He and Alison, so we formulated a little reunion for them.
That's
on that. You should see the poster.
Yeah. There are people that don't know that Cass used to come here and perform at Harbour Lights.
Really?
Yeah. Cass used to come here years ago. He used to come and perform at Harbour Lights. Because when I was in Square One, there were times when we would perform at Harbour Lights as well. And so he ain't been coming here till morning.
Correct. The man knows his thing. He has his roots.
Yeah.
He has his roots. Blackadan will be there.
Blackadan bringing blessings. I listened to this song.
The ultimate soca champion.
I started with it, bringing blessings to the thing, and then he was like, well.
Yeah, no, it's the ultimate breakup song.
Yeah, apparently so. But crop over can bring breakups, but it can also bring people together.
Correct.
So that's what we're looking to do at Rise this year.
You don't have it to banker. You like that, Alison? You like that? There you go. I think I ran through her head, just a catalog in my head.
He worse than me. He worse than me. Yes. Of course, we're going to have Patrice Roberts. And whenever you hear Patrice speak, one thing, she always wants to work with Alison Hines.
Yes.
You know, and we know, she talks about it too, how much of her career when she went solo started in Barbados. So many things have started in Barbados. So, you know, we talk about Caribbeanness, we talk about the idea of cultural development, creative economy, and so unofficially it does exist and happen right here in Barbados. And that is something that we should be absolutely proud for, that we provide that platform. So as we celebrate the festival, as we celebrate the artists, it truly embodies that whole essence of Rise.
Yes.
You know, last year we had Tion Hernandez as the emerging artist. And here's Tion again.
Yes.
And I mean, she's from capture to shake it a lot.
Yes, yes.
She's captured the airways. She's captured the vibe of the festival. She's captured the vibe of summer in her work. We have a new young DJ, DJ Toes.
Toast.
Toes.
As in
Okay.
toes?
As in wiggle your toes.
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Digits.
And MC Zero, Zeri, they're entering the cast this year. You know, these are young, just coming out of teens, persons that they're going to be on the biggest platform, sharing to thousands of people. You know, it's one thing when you perhaps do a small party, but now when it's like throngs of people in front of you. So we try to help and develop and celebrate and curate something that is different.
Special, very special.
It's a moment, and you know, when you get to this, we call it Crop Over Week now. We claim it as Crop Over Wednesday.
Yes.
You know that Crop Over is on its way to end, but a peak in your life will be Hump Day. Which is Rice Wednesday.
Of course,
you
of
know?
course.
So we like to grow and develop like that and bring people together. Don't mind Blackadan. For that entire experience. I mean, I brought along my young assistant today.
Yes.
And she's been working with us in production and marketing and management, and she's been raising an eyebrow. University student, looking at give back hours, looking at trying to understand business, understand what's happening in events in the creative sector. And, you know, when we have young people, talking to young people and opportunities such as this, you know, okay, we're raising the bar and we're giving opportunities. And I think, you know, as the years have gone by, we've always tried to do something different, and sometimes it's not what's happening right in front of you on the stage, but it's what's happening in the back
Backstage
rooms.
as well. Like you, Cassidy, what have you learned so far from this experience?
It's really been an eye-opening experience, you know, seeing all the backstage process and all the how you get to experience everything. You know, you would go to an event and it's like, yeah, jumping out, fun, you know. But for me, it's really like I get to see everything broken down. Like it's really, 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 really fun. Like,
And you're not yet starstruck, are you?
No, well,
You can handle it.
yeah, well, I'm getting there, but I really love it, and I thank the Carlos so much for bringing me on the Irving. And you know, is like. A lot of people don't get this experience, so I'm really grateful. And although sometimes you will go to Rise, you will see a lot of children, not children, but young people my age. It's really like, it's not just, they're looking out for us, so they're helping us to rise up with them.
Indeed.
And I really like appreciate them for that, because it's a lot of, you could get a lot of places in these positions.
Indeed. And so now you're learning about production, and you're understanding it's not as simple as just what you see on the screen, stage alone. There's a lot of work that has to happen at the back, and that the people work to make it happen. And it's important that that's an important role. You recognize that's an important role as well.
Please.
Kernice, you win.
I won.
You have won. Congratulations with 98.1, the one. You and a friend, y'all are going backstage.
Yes, I'm very, very, very excited. My friend is a fanatic of Alison Hines, a fanatic of Patrice. And I am madly in love with Kes, one of my favorites.
All of your dreams are coming true.
All of our dreams are coming true.
Wow, wow. How did you win?
I took a picture, multiple pictures, and I was determined, and I kept posting and reposting.
She's a fan, boy. You are a fan.
A big fan. Looking forward. I've gone to Rise every year, and I look forward to doing it every year, because it's always epic, it's always big, it's always mad fun.
Yeah. Vels, you're a good promoter. You're an excellent promoter. Rise is on tonight. We'll take a break. We'll come back and talk more about what you can expect tonight, how you can be sure to get in tonight, and a whole lot more in a moment. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Week after week, Scald presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scald is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scald, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end, and what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hello. Good. Kes will be there tonight. Kes and the band will be there tonight as he marks his 20th anniversary for Rise. And so, DeCarla, all roads now lead to Kensington Oval tonight.
You know it's a 4-cross, right?
I know, but all those roads are leading to Kensington Oval tonight. And so for anybody who has not yet been able to get their ticket, how can we do so?
We are everywhere thanks to ticketpal.com or box office. So we're online. Don't worry about it. I used to drive to events and buy my tickets en route. As a passenger, let me put as a passenger.
Yes, better be as a passenger.
As a passenger, let me just put in that disclaimer. But you can head to the smart stores in Welch's and the Walk. You can head to on the Lime Grove. Sorry, we have a Vita Pharmacy in Oistins. We have Salt Station in Top Rock. We have CS Pharmacy and Soul Addiction in Broad Street. New Look Boutique on Robert Street. Carlton Supermarket Black Rock. Emerald City Supermarket, 6 Road, St. Philip. If you're in Sheraton, you can stop by the Athlete's Foot. We are where you are. There's
Pass
no
the test.
reason. Yeah, thank you.
You passed the test. Information is on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, as to where you can go. Of course, as Dakota said, you can buy at ticketpalcaribbean.com and get your ticket, because tonight is going to be phenomenal. Tonight we all rise at Kensington Oval, starting at 9, but you got to be there from the first second because the show starts in a spectacular way. You don't want to miss it. So go home early, brush your teeth, and get yourself down to Kensington Oval. Alison Hines will be on stage. Patrice Roberts will be on stage. Kess will be on stage. Black Adam will be on stage. Tion Hernandez will be on stage. Barbadians will also be on stage. And so we want to encourage you to come out and support Rise tonight. Kensington Oval. Congratulations, Kernice. And I'm sure you'll have an opportunity to get your autographs, your pictures, your everything else. You met Alison already, so that's one down. You'll have more time with her tonight. And Alison, I can't wait for your catalog tonight.
Yes.
We know it's action.
It's gonna be a snapshot. It's gonna be a snapshot of just a little journey through the years.
Sweet snapshot. Don't miss the snapshot. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
best
you
indeed
for having
with Rise
us
tonight, folks. We're going to be there. We're sleeping up late, and so therefore we get them early tomorrow morning to come to work, of course. But rising tonight, you better believe it. In good spirits, in a good spirit. Indeed. Thanks a lot, everybody. And thanks to all of you for joining us today as well. My little crew joins in wishing you a lovely today. If it be the will of the Lord, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning.